Cook, I'm not going to say much. I'll let you introduce yourself. Tell us briefly about yourself.
Hi, good morning.
Yes.
Good morning to the listeners of Tidal Radio. My name is Albert Cook from Sawa Studios, a media production company that believes in flooding African screens with African stories. And so far, we're doing really well with Campus Confessions, which is available on our website, sawasawa.tv. Feel free to check that out.
Okay. Do you have a team?
Yeah, I have a small team of like 2-3 guys.
Okay.
Yeah, so we sit down together, come up with these ideas.
Yeah.
And then after, for example, like Campus Confessions, go out, talk to campus students or people who are done with campus, record these stories.
Yeah.
Then we get our animation guy,
Yeah.
does some touches,
Collect.
brings it back, we edit. Then after we look at the marketing and distribution.
Okay, so basically you're asking me to give you a story about my campus experience. What kind of stories? Like partying, or maybe if I had a sugar daddy in campus, such kind of stories?
Now you see that's the best thing about it. We're not segregative; it's open.
Yeah.
Any story you can tell us about your sugar daddy.
Yeah.
About eating tuition, about being conned, anything. Anything. Yeah.
For as long as you experienced it at campus.
For as long as you experience that campus, and it doesn't mean that you have to be at campus at the moment.
Yeah.
Even when you were done long time ago, you can still give us that story.
Why Sawa TV? What was the idea behind Sawa TV?
Sawa is like Swahili for everything is okay.
Yeah.
And since we're expressing ourselves and doing all this work, and we feel okay when you're doing that. So we came up with the name Sawa.tv.
Yeah.
And it's unique, so we roll with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see that you're mostly campus guys, fully campus people. Do you plan on expanding out, or you just plan to keep it a campus thing?
Not really. We plan on going out, but just at Campus Confessions is the first product we've put out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And if you check our YouTube, which is Sawa TV, no space there, you can see there's a new story called My Period Story, where girls share when they got their first period.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's another thing that we're looking at.
Okay, so it's not just limited to the campus scope. You guys will eventually spread out to other sections and other stories that are outside the campus space?
Yeah, we'll spread out, but right now we're promoting Campus Confessions, and if you look at it, it's a combination of animation and live.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll do an entirely animated show, maybe we'll do an entirely live show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what drives you to create the content that you create?
I am a creative person. That's the first thing. I love things that are creative, things where I get to express myself. There's something that I'm really passionate about, and I'm passionate about being happy and making other people happy. And when I look at that content, for example, people have so many stories out of campus. People experience so many things. I did, I'm sure you did.
Yeah.
And when people tell these stories, they seem basic, you know? It's like when you sit down with your boys and tell the story.
Yeah.
So that's how we came up with Campus Confessions, a cooler way to tell these stories and a much shorter way. So now they're a bit more visual. You can see what happened. Someone else can see what happened. I usually share this stuff with guys who haven't yet reached campus, and you send them a link and tell them watch it, and guys be like, yo, I've learned a lot even before going to campus, and you tell them, nah, you're exaggerating. But
I know what to expect
yeah,
when I get to campus.
Yeah, exactly that.
Okay, so we are in a series of COVID-19 in and out, and lockdown and unlockdown and curfew and whatnot. So it was like a season of COVID-19. How has it affected you as a digital creator?
The first thing is like how we create this series. They're not really our stories. And if you look at Campus Confessions, if you go to the site sawasawa.tv, it will show you these are real stories told by the students themselves. So these stories are stories that we animate, but we get them from real life people. And now with the lockdown and the curfew and closure of universities, it's really hard to get people because all the students are at home now. All the adults you would have interviewed for a story on a series are not around, or if they're around, the guy will tell you, come and find me at my home. Then you have to get an Uber there, then there are like 8 corners to his house. So it's really hard. But then there's a plus a little bit because people are now at home. So people who have the time and are actually interested will watch it. And people who are not interested eventually will watch it.
Okay. What's your favorite song, by the way?
My favorite song?
Yeah, I might decide to Make your morning glorious and play for you a song.
At the moment, it will be Chloe and Halle Do It.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like the song.
Do it. I'll see if I have. I'm sure I have it somewhere in my archives. So we'll see if we can play that for you.
Or you can play for me. Play for me that or anything you wish.
Anything I wish.
Yeah.
Okay, J Balvin coming up with a Blanco right about now, bringing us to exactly 8 minutes to 9 a.m. We'll come back when we get to 9 a.m. and then Albert Cook will let us know what challenges he has faced as an African creator, especially in Uganda, because they're still getting used to the animation and they've not caught up as much as the Western countries have. So how you plan to go about that, but we'll talk about it when we get back. For now, let's get into a musical break, but you can link up with us on our social media handles, that is a Tidal Radio on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. If you have any questions for Albert Cook or for Sawa TV, you can go to our social media pages and ask away, and then when we come back I will tell Albert Cook to answer your questions. But for now, enjoy the music.